Alright, we are back with more Factorio. Here we go. I am Pax, and we are continuing the playthrough of space exploration. And I was just at home refilling, and now I'm going to take the train out to a new location to build explosives. So we're going to build explosives today. And so far we are just happy with our base, and we have Vulcanite coming from Granus here, working pretty well, been pretty good at being fully automated for a good long while now. And we have our automated export and recycling up and running. So that's looking nice. And the import of resources is looking good. We're still churning through all this stone we picked up, but we'll get there eventually. And the rest of the base is looking pretty nice. I think, yeah, we just finished building all the pyroflux in the world that we need, although our train just got some more, so it should start back up again. There we go. And using that to feed our pyroflux-based steel build. So steel is cranking out, which is great. We got plenty of steel now. I think the pyroflux steel is more than covering the demand at this point. But yeah, we're not doing science or anything, so there's not so much demand. Let's see, the orbital hub is still cranking away building solar panels. This is what I want to see. Solar panels, give me as many as possible. Almost have 3,000 now. And give me as much space scaffolding as well. So it's looking good. Orbital hub is up and running. Still running without me worrying about it too much. Okay, so now that we're out here, let's start to tell the bots to get rid of some of the trees. And I had already started to set it up a little bit, so we can just continue. And yes, the plan is to build explosives here so that we can build artillery. And we also need explosives for other things, so eventually it will be used for science even. So we might as well have it on the train network. And then the plan will be to do our normal stuff, right? And we'll probably have even 2 lanes of explosives come home. So let's see what this is facing. This is on the back side, so let's see, where's a good one from the back. Those are from the front. Here, this maybe? No. Ah. Yes, well, the base is just humming along here. And what we want to build explosives now. So this will be the explosives returning, yes. And then, of course, explosives need coal and sulfur. So we're gonna just do the thing where we do them all right here. So we'll just have this be coal and this be sulfur, and just merge them immediately. Then have them come across. And they can get balanced, and that'll be good. So we'll grab something like this as well, just to have the undergrounds and things go where we want them to. Cool, so that's going to be easy. So we'll just then bring it down right here like this, and go on to build our explosives build. But I mean, it's just going to be basically the same as this, right? So let's just copy our basic template from over here there to over here. And put it, seems good. Oops. So we want, okay, we gotta change it a bit. Arsenic maple tree, get out of the way. Okay, so they're both gonna go that way. And I think I'd rather have it be, let's see. I'd rather this be the other way, I think, with the inserters. So the inputs are on the right side and the output is on the left side. And then let's also maybe just do the pipes like this instead as well. And let's see, how much do we want? Yes, so we're building, yeah, something like 48, I guess, to get a whole lane. So that sounds good. And we want the module 2s. Oh, okay, so we'll do that, fine. We can afford module 2s at this point for almost everything. Oops. Oh my gosh, trees, please. What are you doing here still? I thought I told you to go away. Alright, so let's build 48 of them. That's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. Okay, if I went 22, 24. So that'll be 24 on both sides. Then the mixed belts will come down, come over, go in the right way. And I think for now we can just build 1. Or should we build 2? We can build 2. The outputs will then come down, down and over and around, per usual. Then let's get our balancers going here, sure. I do that so many times, it's almost not worth it. It probably is not worth it, yes, at this point. I feel like I make way more mistakes than I find it useful in terms of this automatic underground thing. Alright, so this will be second layer. Can do a little trimming. Auto C was starting to get pretty hefty. Then is it all covered? Looks pretty well covered actually. Okay, so that is the inputs and such. Let's go ahead and ask for the coal and sulfur to come. So we don't need that much, but I don't know, something like this is probably good. So that should bring the coal and sulfur, and then we also we need to do some water. Hey, whoa, got an achievement. It's pretty impressive. So we'll build a little bit of water infrastructure out here. Mass production 3, wow. 20 million circuits, huh? This guy's been working hard. I don't think this thing has turned off since we built blue circuits, basically. Okay, and then we'll just put one of the water wells here. Boom, water. I think that's all connected. Should be plenty of water. I think it's like, yes, 60 times 2. Of course, this is nothing. Okay, and that'll give us basically 60 explosives per second, which is, I think, going to be sufficient. I think it'll be sufficient. I'm pretty sure that will be sufficient. So let's go over here. This is going to be the next little area that we build. And we're actually going to build, yes, just an artillery stop here. And finally get an artillery train activated. So let's see if we can do a bit more trimming. Trim. Gosh, I spend so much time cleaning my factory and so little time cleaning my actual house. Alright, so then, okay, wait. We want to first disconnect. To usual routine, disconnect. Give me the logistics station. Oops. Here we go. There you go. Build it, bots. doesn't have enough electricity, huh? Almost good enough. There you go. No, still not good enough. Oh, this one. Not enough power poles. That's why I have this train again. Alright, there you go. Good, good. That should be good. Then, okay, the plan then for here will be that, well, this station, this will be for an artillery train, basically. So the artillery cannon shells will come in and load onto an artillery train. And then we need to bring in stuff. So let's see, we need to bring in plastic and steel for the cannon shells and explosives for both things and radars. We're just gonna bring in the radars from the logistics system as well. So then I think the plan will be just to build 2 requesters. So we'll have one for plastic and steel and one, gosh, there's so many LTN trains coming. And this will be for explosives and radars or some variation of that. Trees, time for going away. Oops. And then if we look at the build for artillery shells, oh yeah, let's build more than this. So if we build like 0.95 or something, I think it works out better. I mean, yeah, I'm gonna build 12 and 24 basically. It's close enough to, well, yeah, I mean, if we just do 1, right, it's close enough to 2 to 1 for me that I'm just gonna directly feed them. And we're gonna build more than that, yeah. So the plan will be to do something like, here are the explosive cannon shells, and the plastic and steel will come in here. And then somehow, I guess, like, we need them both to have access to the explosives. Yeah, so I think what we'll do is something like, let's do this and this maybe? Maybe not that far down. Let's go one more in. And have this one go here, right? Yeah, that looks good. Then, we don't have any inserters, but just grab these. We can just direct feed like that. And we can use the blue ones to pull the explosives and to pull the explosives, yes. This will be artillery shells. And then we'll just share as well a lane out for the, so we'll output the artillery shells, we'll input the radars and output the artillery shells like that. Right, or should we do, okay, then that can cover, that covers a good number of them. That covers actually all of them. That's nice, yes, let's go there. And here, I think we'll be fine. So that covers all the inserters, it looks like, right? Yes. Great. So that will be the template. There's no real need for modules. I mean, you know, there's no point in doing speed modules or anything here. So then, yeah, let's build 12 of them. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Looks pretty good. How's the alignment? Okay, it's probably not in the best spot, honestly, so I'm just gonna cut it. And then let's set up the robot port stuff over here, the power pole thing. Okay, and robot port. Okay, and then let's see, we're basically going to bring back a single lane right here. So we'll do this, we'll do this. This will be the lane back onto an artillery train. So, okay, we can also start asking, let's ask for them to build this one. take this for now, put it here, get rid of this stuff. Let's grab, just put the thing in the toolbar so I can get the ghost. Something like that. Just do that for now. Let it build. And then we'll bring all the artillery in here. Okay, so if we think about the build, we want the plastic and steel on the inside, I think, and then it'd be nice if there's then the explosives, and then there's the radars on the farthest way out. Yeah, so I think that means this should be plastic and steel. Steel. Plastic. Okay, and then we'll do our usual thing. Okay. Then splitter. And just bring it over. Just maybe get better undergrounds. Oops. Okay, do it right, please. Okay. Alright, something like this will be plastic and steel, and then here what we'll do is explosives and radars, right? Explosives, radars, sure. We're gonna want 2 lanes of explosives is the thing. So let's grab both lanes being explosives, and this part will give an underground belt. And then we'll merge these 2 input lanes. But just into one. I mean, we don't even need, we're gonna only have a half a lane of radars anyway. Or hypothetically, we could just, which side do we want them on? I think it would be possible just to go like this. Let's see if that works. Then let's copy this part. Oh my god, there's so many train requests. I had to, gosh. The train requests also, by default, will make a little notification sound whenever one gets allocated. I had to turn that off because it was driving me crazy. It's kind of like I basically turned the volume down for the attack notifications as well. So then something like this should be pretty good. Just go there, I guess. Have a power pole. Okay, and then yes, so then bring this up. This would be plastic and steel coming by. Then maybe I build more. Then this is explosives. Come by. Maybe I build even more. And then this is the radars. And it should be, yes, on the inside lane here. But I guess if I build more, then I would want to still do this, I think. Right, let's also, it should be like this, I guess. So, right, yep. So I'll just make sure that's like this, just in case. That should be fine, though. Okay, then that should be it, more or less. So then we'll just pick out the artillery shells. Artillery shells. Right. and bring them back. Here. Great. Alright, then this is looking pretty good. Looks like it's gonna get built. Stuff is coming. Are we building any explosives? Yes, we are building explosives. Very much so. Very much so. Great. Plenty of explosives already. So then let's start asking for this stuff. So we want steel. So how much is on the train? Just do 10,000, I guess. Steel, plastic. And we want explosives. I think there's even more on a train, so I need to make it higher. And radars. Radars. Wow, wow. I mean, we don't, this is a lot. Let's just lower this number so it does that. Also, I think we might need to just have more radar production in general. These might not just be fast enough due to the, really it's going to be input constrained by the inserters. And we could also manage to maybe have, you know, a bit more than, or I mean, we can put these onto the network, these ones. And I think what will also help is maybe making this little stretch, the yellow belt, so cars slow down a bit. And maybe also we put more radars onto the train network. Where are they? Let's just up this a bit. Let's also add the new modules. So let's go for the level 3 modules. Oh, we don't have level 2 modules. Level 2 speed modules. Level 3 speed modules. And level 3 modules, please. We'll put them on the network because, yes, I learned that, I think I mentioned this before, but the oil does decay, but it decays to a fixed value, or there's like a sort of, yeah, it doesn't decay to 0. So it either decays to sort of 20%, I think, of its original, or to just 2 per second. So the minimum, it can be 2 per second. But then we get the productivity bonus from the mining productivity, and then we get a speed bonus as well from the speed modules. And so that means basically also that oil is basically an infinite resource. So I'm going to just use my level 3 speed modules to, I'm just going to put them in the oil. There's nowhere else really I'm like too concerned about needing the level 3 speed modules. So might as well just ramp up the oil even more. And I think this is fine because, yeah, then oil is basically an infinite resource, so we don't have to worry too much about getting more. It's just, yeah, just the throughput. But since we've already reached essentially, on all these oil fields, we've already reached almost the bottom. Or it's, you know, decayed away almost all the way. So then we should be having a consistent amount of oil. And then putting these modules will make it even better. And then once we get beacons, we can make it even better again. So I think just that should set us up for a good while. Let's let that get going. Okay, and then stuff is here as well. Gosh, I keep missing the drifting of the resources into the production lines, but here we go. We see it coming now. But hopefully there's a train with some radars coming. And then what we should also do is get our artillery train out here. Here you go, there you are. So let's actually then, well, let's see, go away, go away. Okay, we want just a normal train station, train stop. We're gonna call this artillery shell. Provide, sure. So go to something like this, sure. All right, the radars are here. The radars are coming. The radars are coming. Gosh, so many. That was like just all those stations they're asking for. Oh, oops. This should be up here. Oh my gosh. Can you please? Here, have some radars. Hey, artillery shells. So this will give us about 1 a second. Hey, there we go. Artillery shells are here. Oh, was there already? Gosh, I keep missing it. There are already radars down here. Okay, so then let's set this up, and I think this time what we're gonna do is, I mean, we want a lot of buffer, so might as well just do this. Then we want just blue inserters, since there's no real advantage to having stack inserters. Okay, but we want, I think I'm gonna build a circuit-based balancer. So this means we want an arithmetic combinator out here, and we're going to divide each by this negative 24 to get the negative average. Autosave. Yes, getting pretty significant. Right, and then, man, we need more inserters. I think there's some on the train. Don't run over, please. Thank you. All right, so these are going to get connected via the red wire to here. Then there's going to be another green wire that connects back to this. So we'll get its contents and the negative average. And so if everything is less than 0 is what I want, I think. It is true when there are no inputs, so if everything is exactly 0, it should still be on, which is what I want. That's why I do it that way instead of the other way. Okay, and then, so then let's copy and paste this. Okay, that should work. And let's add these last little wires. And then that should balance the chest. So then now we can just shove this in here. Straightforward. Tree. Oh. Well, might have some preference to put it in the first wagon right now, so that's okay. And hey, get out of here. Get out of here, biters. So we'll have some artillery for fun. That'll be nice. And the point is to then just have it go around to these artillery wagon stops. And I was thinking we could just, let's see. I want some artillery turrets. But then we could put a bunch of them. Could go like 1, see. Because kind of the thought was I was just going to pull some shells off, right, and put it into one of these turrets. Excuse me. So this is normally here to make sure that this system is not requesting anything. But I'm not sure how I'm going to allow for that. I think I'm just going to ignore that, right? Let's just ignore that. Yeah, let's just do it the simple way, it's fine. So then we're just going to connect it into this box. They're going to be enabled if artillery is less than 10. That seems good. And we're just going to copy this. Let's see, did we put, I think we need to make sure also then that the artillery cannons are on here. Yes, do that. Have those. How's our radar production looking? Yeah, pretty solid. So we could actually put more stuff, probably like this and this, these guys. Yeah, pumps and tanks. Oops. Maybe iron chests. Some pipe, extra pipe production. Seems good. The orbital hub. Okay, cranking out more speed modules since we ordered them to go all over the place. But looky here, we got the modules out here now. Great. Some more coming. It's going to take a while, I think, for it to get everywhere, but it's okay. Got some out here. So that's good. That should. I'm happy that the oil is basically infinite now. See it ticking up a little bit, maybe. So how much are we consuming? Okay, yeah. Okay, we're peaking out at consumption at 56K. So yeah, I thought it was about 1,000. Yes, this is 56,000 per minute. So I thought it was about 1,000 per second. But we've only been producing, yeah, 42, I guess. So maybe we can get it up to 57 with the Module 3s, not sure. All right, and then, so then hopefully this artillery wagon, I mean the artillery cannon gets out there soon enough. And then, right, this is looking good. This will even it out. That's nice. Then I guess we can just maybe take this and just put it everywhere. I'm not sure how much this will do in terms of actually clearing out my biters because the range of these isn't so great. It's a little disappointing. I wish the range was a bit bigger. It's like, oh, do I really have to manually target everything? What is this game about? All right. So then what we should see happen will be, it's not quite full, nor has this gotten here. It is asking for something, so hopefully that's coming. Yes, it is coming. We got 10 artillery cannons, even though we only need one. So I was kind of like, maybe we should build like, just build 4 of them. Right? I mean, it's just entirely not necessary, I guess, is why not. Doesn't really matter. Did you get here? Yes, okay. Now, go to artillery until inactivity. Okay, let's just send it out. Hey, there we go. We have an artillery train, and it will go around and at least in these little circles, clear out some nests, clear out some nearby nests. And we can use some manual targeting to do more if we want. I guess it would be faster. Can make it faster. Of course, it doesn't have chests. Oops. Meh. Meh. Meh about this. Cool. Well, yes, I think then this is a good place to take a break and stop. We've now added explosives and, well, an artillery train to the train network. And I don't really plan on expanding or anything anytime soon, but I was hoping maybe that clearing out the nearby nests would reduce the frequencies of the attacks a bit. But we'll see. We'll see. And yes, I'm happy that we can have oil. I'm happy that we can, like, hopefully keep up with the oil production and not worry about it too much more decaying. I was worried that we would need to go off planet and build an emergency oil system. But I think we're fine. Then let's just check in on things real quick. Still building solar panels. Still building scaffolding. This is looking good. Orbit's looking good. Granus, how are you looking? You're looking okay. Building vulcanite blocks. Very good. Very good. Uh-oh, but you're out of sulfur. Okay, you're out of sulfur. Okay. But there's no rocket. So let's go to novice and look at the rocket. It's probably just sitting here. Yeah, it's sitting here completely full, but it didn't launch because it's not completely full. And I think I'm just going to launch it manually. So I could ask for, I guess, more base supplies so that way it really actually fills up every time. But yeah, sometimes you just have to be on the lookout for the rocket not quite, you know, filling up, and yet we still run out of resources. Another thing we could do would be to just check if any of the sulfur or petroleum gas barrels are at 0, and then tell the rocket to come anyway, even if it's not completely full. So we'll think about automating that a bit more. But I think then we have now, yes, a good place to stop, and the artillery train, I think, is running around doing its job, blowing up biter nests, setting the artillery up. So we're going to be happy, except this is like the one place I don't want it to go. It's a silly place to go. So just turn this one off, 0. Go somewhere else, please. Okay, but yes, we'll be happy with this. Cool. Okay, I think then, yeah, this is a good place to call the session. There you go, Factorio. I am Pax. See ya next time.